You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
The Herons are back. Beards talking balls, rapping pink and black. Coming live from the 305, it's official tissue. The Batter Fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, to Ben Cram, Noah, Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. Free 99, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get hurt again.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 437. 437 of the Battered Heroes podcast. I'm your host, Dave Granada, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I hope better now than I was before, because it's been a disaster. It's been a mess.
Fair. State of the Herons. We do these once a month. We're talking about the state of the Herons, where we're at, how we're feeling, our predictions, and anything and everything to do with the Herons. We enjoy doing these, and usually when we do these, we try to have a guest on. We've had Scotty Tuhati from Drive Pink. We've had Matty Ice from SoFlo Soccer. We had Michelle Kaufman in the past. And today we are joined by one quarter of the podcast group, the Heron Heads. First time we have the Heron Heads with us, or at least one representative of the Heron Heads. So without further ado, let me bring on somebody that actually knows how to spell their name correctly. Chris, how are you doing, sir?
What's up, fellas? I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. It is nice to see a CHRIS on the screen, isn't it, guys? I don't know where this K came from. This KRIS, I don't know, man. But I appreciate you guys. Chris has been trying to message me and get me on here for a little bit, and I felt bad, man. I always kept saying, no, I got this, no, I got that, but I'm finally on here. I got here, so excited. Yeah, man. Excited to see what you guys are cooking over here.
Absolutely, and shout out to Mr. Krabs. Absolutely, you spell it CH. That's how everybody spells. That's how it should be spelled. And we appreciate you jumping on with us to talk Herons. But before I get started, we usually wait till the end, but I just wanted to give you a chance to plug the show, because I saw Fabian Rankel put out a little thing. You know, he does his yearly awards and whatnot. And so he said put the Heron Heads for best team-specific podcast. So go ahead and plug the Heron Heads.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to Fabian. We appreciate that. We love to see the support from all of our fans out there, and yeah, at the Heron Heads, all of our socials, YouTube, check us out. We try to do 2 shows a week when we can. We're all just like you guys. We're dads. We have our jobs. We have our families. We have all these things going on. So yeah, sometimes it's just 2 of us on. Sometimes it's just 1 of us on. So, but we try our best, and we just have some fun. We started this to have some fun. We started it because we were FIFA guys. We played FIFA all the time, and we just talk crap for a few hours every night. So we're like, let's record it. Let's get a mic in front of us and let's check it out. So it's I appreciate you guys having me. Thanks for the spotlight, and yeah, everyone just check it out. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. We love to spread the Inter Miami love. I think so. The more podcasts we have talking Inter Miami, the better it is for the club. So we love that. We love to spread the love. All right. So enough love. Let's get a little hate in here. Oof. Chris. And by the way, for everybody watching, when I referred to Mr. KBD, I guess I'll call you KBD instead of Karen. Okay. So Chris, how are you feeling so far overall? Before we get into the specific topics, just how are you feeling so far? Because a lot of up and downs, I think a lot more negative than positive, even though there's a chance that we end in second place in the supporter shield. I know a lot of things have to go our way, but it's a possibility. Yeah. And people are still feeling like the world is falling, like Mr. KBD over there. So how are you feeling? How is everybody over there at the Herons Heads feeling?
Yeah, I have to kind of agree with Chris with the K over there, because it feels like the world's falling right now. And we kind of hinted it when we were talking a few minutes before we started the show, is you had such high expectations and you're just falling short every single tournament. Time after time, we're just falling short. We fell short to the Club World Cup. We fell short in the League Cup. We fell short in the Supporter Shield. So what expectations can we really have at this point? it's kind of hard to be excited going forward. I'm sure a lot of fans feel it. They've kind of lost that oomph that they came in with feeling with the season starting and all these additions that we had and all of that. So yeah, it's hard to feel great, but like I was saying before, playoffs is a new tournament. We're gonna start fresh. We have a chance to start from zero all over again, and now's the time to shine. This is what we need to win. Yeah, we haven't won the trophies we needed to, but this is the one we got to win it. And maybe it doesn't absolve us from everything that we've missed out, but it's a hell of a lot better than going 0-5 is it gonna be?
Is it 0-5
or 0-4? Sorry, I think it's 0-4.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might be right. We got Champions Cup. We got
Oh yeah, it's
the
fine.
Club World Cup that we knew we weren't going to win, but still counts.
Yeah.
Leagues Cup, technically Supporter Shield, right? Because you count that, and then the MLS Cup. So yeah,
MLS,
0-4, possibly 0-5. Oof, that does sound worse.
Yeah, so that's the way I look at it. So we could redeem ourselves though somewhat. That's the way I see it.
KBD.
And Danny, it's not only that, but it's also like we're about to get into the postseason, and we have this issue at goalie, at the goalie position. Like, why is it that Mascherano just shoots himself in the foot and decides to play Rocco Blanco? And now all of a sudden, there's questions being asked about who's going to be the starting goalkeeper. Like, I think that he's like self-sabotaging himself. He's not a good coach to begin with, but then now you start throwing all of these other competitive players and positions in the mix. I think whatever outcome's going to happen is going to fall on Mascherano, and the worst part is that we walked away with no hardware if it doesn't pan out.
And Tank no, Xavier's asking if we talked about Neymar. Not yet. Chris, how do you feel about the goalie situation? Because I think Chris and I are on an island here because we think that right now it would be nice to have Drake. But a lot of people say that it's just only because he's American and stuff like that. I think that he was a good goalie. Yeah, maybe he's not the best with his feet, but I need somebody who can stop shots for him first and foremost. Yeah. Who would you want to have at goalie between Ustadi and Rocco? And then after you answer that, would you prefer Drake over both?
So the way that I see the goalie situation, I've said it multiple times when we brought it up on our end, is I don't really care who's out there, to be honest. I see all three of those names that you just said as equals. I don't see any of them. Yeah, one does something a little better than the other. Drake is a shot blocker. Ustadi could get those passes in. He has very high pass completion rating. But at the end of the day, I want the hot hand. Unfortunately, with those three guys, it's hard for me to pick one. If you're putting a gun to my head and I am going to pick one, I'd probably say between the two that are currently on the team, I'd probably say Rios Novo. Just because, one, he's younger. He doesn't have a lot of mileage this season. Ustadi's played all season. He's an older guy. We've seen the fatigue multiple times already in multiple games, and we just don't see many clean sheets from him. So I think Rios Novo is in my opinion the better option of the two right now.
And you know what? 0-77 hit it on the head. I feel like Ustadi has been very inconsistent. I feel like he's just letting some how do they say, the howlers? Like some of those that go near post, like he just let in some weird balls. And I'm like, how does he let that go by? Whereas in Rocco, I don't think that he's the best. Definitely undersized for being a goalkeeper. Yes. But I haven't seen him make the odd mistakes that I feel that Ustadi has made here and there. So I'm with you. If I had to pick between Ustadi and Rocco, I think at this point I might go Rocco, which is crazy to say because I didn't think I would ever say that.
Right.
But I think that's where I'm at. But if I could, I would rather Drake because I need a shot stopper. I think with the amount of open shots that those counterattacks against us, the other teams get, I want somebody that can stop shots, and I think Drake would be that person. But, all right, so getting back on track to the topics. Retirements. So, Busquets, gone. Alba, gone. And real quick, I remember I thought that it was very odd that they did the Busquets farewell, goodbye, all that after the game, but there was still one game left. Yeah. I started to think that they knew that Alba was retiring and that they were going to do one after the other. Because for them to do the Busquets and then there was still one home game left, I thought that was very odd. So 100%. That makes sense now.
Yeah, 100%. They for sure knew something. I mean, everyone there knows, right? You think Messi's gonna be out there not knowing what one of his best friends is gonna do. So yeah, they knew, and they planned it out accordingly. It was nice to see them both get the standing ovation, their farewell that they deserve. You know, they've taken this club to another level the 3 years that they've been here now. So it's nice to see them both get their own time. They didn't even get it all together in one game. They each got their own game.
I agree.
And it was
I
good.
thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
I thought it was a nice touch that each one got their own individual moment, because each one has been huge for the game of football, like worldwide.
Yeah.
Busquets changed that position, the way he plays that. Before it used to be a pit bull back there. That position you had to play that style of where you're just tackling and you're just ball hawking, where he became very finesse, and he just changed the way that position's played. And then Jordi Alba is just Jordi Alba. Yeah. Are you surprised that Suarez isn't retiring? Because it seems like he's not.
Yes, I'm very surprised, and I think a lot of I speak for the Heron Heads and a lot of the other guys that follow us is Suarez. I don't know what you guys think about Suarez, but Suarez shouldn't be out there anymore. Suarez should retire, in my opinion. He's done something different this season that he's done in the past, obviously, just because of his physical traits aren't there anymore. So yeah, he's been the assist guy, he's been the playmaker.
He's a facilitator,
He's a facilitator, but man, he just doesn't have it anymore, man. And on top of that, he still brings all of his hot-headedness and the yellow cards, and to me it brings the demeanor low on the team. And the young guys that you surround yourself with, they want to try to do what you're doing, and it's just not the right thing. So if he was scoring 30 goals a season, yeah, sure, that's fine, but he's not.
Right, he's not. And Mr. Krause, where did Chris go? His internet is crapping out. He said he's going to restart his computer, so he'll be back in a minute. I'm with you. Before Suarez got here, I didn't hide at all the fact that I'm not a Suarez fan. I really don't like the guy. I didn't want him here, even though I knew he would kill it, and he did the first season.
Oh, yeah.
And I still not a big fan of him personally, but on the pitch, although he has taken a step back and he's not finishing as much as he should, I do think he's done a really good job of creating for others. And his football IQ, I think, is second to none here in the MLS as far as strikers go. But I am with you. I wish he would retire. I think it would be nice to see somebody younger come in and take that spot. But it doesn't look like he is. Would you be surprised if he does retire and they didn't give him what they gave Busquets and Alba?
Yeah, I would be 100%.
Exactly.
He was just as big to the game as the other two, and maybe he wasn't here that long or as long as them, but still, I mean, I still think you got to give him his flowers as well. Give him his own name.
So I feel like that's the telltale sign that he's going to come back.
Yeah. And there were some rumors that he may be signing an extension too. So we'll see.
As long as he doesn't get a DP contract.
Yes,
that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, well, we have two free DP spots apparently with these retirements. So, with Jordi Alba. So,
one because Rodrigo De Paul is going to take up one of those.
Yeah, RDP is going to take one. Yeah, so one.
How do you feel about Rodrigo De Paul? I got a lot of crap. And last episode, I was just talking crap. We do something after the games where we call the Que Pena Award, where I say who frustrated me the most. He didn't play, but I gave it to him anyway for being in street clothes instead of being on the pitch like Messi. I was just joking around. People took it too seriously. But what have you thought about Rodrigo De Paul since he got here?
One word: underwhelming. Underwhelming. Okay.
You and I are here.
Yeah, I expected more. I expected a lot more. I knew he wasn't going to be the high IQ pinpoint passer that Busquets is. It's very, very difficult to mimic that, right? He's obviously brings different style of play to that position, but I'm still disappointed. You always heard El Motorcito, you always heard all of this great defending and all of this from him. And I mean, I haven't seen anything to that level yet. Is he still getting used to the MLS? Maybe it could very well be that. But I just want more from him for sure, especially if he's going to take a DP spot next season.
And you know what? And I think that's what got me the most, his nickname, El Motorcito, right? The little engine. Because I felt like defensively, it seems like he's just not motivated to really put it all out there. Yeah. And some people are like, oh, but you don't judge somebody's contributions in this game of football with goals and assists. That's not how I'm judging him. If you tell me, if you take Yannick Bright's game and put it in Rodrigo De Paul's body, I'd be like, oh man, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah,
you know, because he's Yannick Bright. I can see the difference, and I'm not saying that Rodrigo De Paul. I'm not saying Yannick Bright is better than Rodrigo De Paul because people will jump at me and kill me in the chat for that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I haven't seen that yet. And maybe it's because we've been playing out of position, right? He hasn't had really a lot of opportunities to play in his natural position. And I'm looking forward to seeing him next season next to Bright in that double pivot. I think they're going to look great together. But so far, I'm with you. I think it's been a little underwhelming.
We've seen flashes. He's had a few very, very good games that we see. Oh,
yes.
Shoot, that's why he's here.
The Seattle game comes to mind. He played very well in the Seattle. Yeah.
Right. So we've seen them, but I mean, we need more from him. He's going to be a DP. He's going to be a very, very high paid player on this team. He needs to show
17 mil. And you know what? Once they put a dollar amount on your contract, I mean, unfortunately, that's what people are going to latch on to. Now, I don't really care how much it is. It's just as soon as you're a DP player, I expect more from you. I don't care if it's 17 mil or 7 mil, whatever. And then here we go. And yes, I said RDP is a scrub next to Baller Bright. Yeah. All right.
There it is.
Messi MVP. Now, I know where you're probably going to say because, you know, we are Inter Miami fans.
That's right.
But do you think Messi should win his second MVP this year so far?
Yes, 100% yes. You could say he hasn't won the trophies. You could say all that stuff. That's fine. But if you look at the stats, he is Golden Boot, on top of the Golden Boot race. He is second in assists, and he is carrying this team at the end of the day. You know, we don't have, like we were talking about Suarez earlier. Suarez isn't that crazy scorer that we need on this team. Who's the scorer on this team? Messi is. Who's the facilitator? Messi is. If you're talking about an MVP, it's a guy that carries a team. It's a guy that takes a team to the next level. And unfortunately, like I said, no trophies or any of that to show, but this team is in the next level. We have a chance to fight for second place coming up. So it has to be Messi. It just has to be.
KBD? It's still lagging along. I think so. So I will continue. I agree with you. He's leading at the moment in goal scoring. He is leading in assists, or I think he's tied.
What a
for the lead in assists. I believe he's tied for the lead in assists. So I think in just those two aspects, he shows that he's the MVP. And then there are going to be some people that come out and they say, oh, but look at the team he plays on. But you can't have it both ways. You can't tell me that, oh, you know, it's the team that he plays on and then also say, oh, but Inter Miami is nothing without Messi. Like, which one is it? Right. I think you're right. I don't think that they're nothing without Messi, but they're definitely nowhere near where they're at right now. I think Messi is far and away the MVP. And I've heard some people start talking about Bologna as possibly the MVP. I don't know where that's coming from because, to be honest with you, I think Son is the one that opened up the game for Bologna because once Son arrived at the LAFC, all of a sudden Bologna's hat trick after hat trick. Yeah. So, I can't imagine anybody. The only person that I think comes close is Andre Dreyer from San Diego. You go ahead and you carry an expansion team to the top of the division on almost a supporter shield. Mm-hmm. That's a debate worth having, but I still think Messi should win, and he'll be the first ever back-to-back MVP, and I believe only the second person to ever win the award twice. So it's a big time for Mr. Leo Messi. All right, so I'm gonna assume that Mr. KBD is still frozen. So I'll move on to the next one. Oh, actually, before I do, they're talking about Neymar in the chat. How do you feel about the possibility of the MSN reunion? Now, I've always said that I thought that Neymar would be here for the opening of the stadium. But after he got injured this year, once he went back to Brazil, I thought, maybe that won't happen because he's too injury prone. But it looks like the shirt sales might bring us anyway. Yeah. What do you think about Neymar coming to Miami?
Yeah, I'm thinking similarly to you when the rumors were first going out there before he went back to Brazil. I was hoping he wouldn't come. I don't like the injuries, the injury history. I don't want that here, especially we talk about money again, right? Especially for how much he's going to get paid. I never wanted that here. And now that he got injured again, it just solidifies that. I don't want that here. I get it. The club wants it here to sell jerseys, to make money, to bring in you know, the
Brazilians.
Brazilians, exactly. So yes, you want all that, but man, as a fan of someone who wants to watch a competitive team bringing competitive players that are going to be available all the time, I personally would not want him out there. Yeah, he's going to give us good games, of course he is, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of it.
When I saw him show up, it was in Santos when he went back to Brazil.
Yeah.
The first 2 or 3 games where I saw him playing, like, oof, okay, he still got it. I got excited because I was like, maybe he will still be here for the beginning of the season next year when the stadium opens. But then he got injured, and he's out until somebody just said until November. I don't want him. I'm sure the couple of games that he plays will be nice, but I will put it out there. If Jorge Mas wants to sell jerseys, could you imagine? You get Messi for the Argentines. You get Neymar for the Brazilians. You got Luis Suarez for the Uruguayans. And then you bring in James Rodriguez for the Colombians.
Oh. You hit the big ones.
That's it. You don't have to worry about ever selling a jersey again in your life. You're going to sell enough jerseys for this franchise's history by putting all 4 of those guys on. How it would work, it wouldn't work. But yeah. It would still be pretty cool. Let's see, you would have Suarez as striker, Messi right wing, Neymar left wing, and then your 10 would be James.
Yeah, that would make sense. And not only jersey sales, he'll be filling up that stadium every single match. No questions asked.
Absolutely.
No questions asked. So
absolutely.
Business-wise, it makes sense.
My God. I just can't even imagine. Now, do I want that to happen? Absolutely not.
No.
But if we're talking strictly jersey sales, and then and Mike V, and don't forget the Abando jerseys for the Ecuadorians. Absolutely. So we got everybody covered. All right. So that's not going to happen. But coming into this last game against Nashville and in the playoffs, what would your ideal scenario be? I'm sorry, your ideal starting lineup be for the playoffs? Just assuming everybody's healthy.
So I really like what I've seen from Baltasar since he's been playing. Telasco has left a lot of meat on the bone there. He hasn't really shown. I was a huge Telasco fan throughout most of the season. I expected we did it in the beginning of the season. We did like a predictions thing. How many trophies? Who are like our dark horse players?
How many trophies did you think?
I said 3. I said 3. I forgot.
I think I said 3 also.
Yeah, I think David Julio said 2. Jose said 1. So Jose may be right.
On the money. Yeah.
So, but yeah, Telasco is my guy, man. Telasco is my dark horse, and he started off pretty good. He had a good first half, and then second half of the season, I feel like he's kind of taken a back seat a little bit. And then, in my opinion, Baltasar has just taken the next step, and he's meshing well out there with the attack. So I think Baltasar has to take Telasco's place in the starting position, in the starting 11. Obviously Suarez, obviously Messi, Allende. As much as we bash Allende, as much as we see him not being able to finish everything, I still think he brings something to the table that no one else does on this team. The speed, the size. Hopefully he finishes more often in the playoffs. So I think he still has to stay out there. Obviously Busi, DePaul, and then the back line. The back line, it's been tinkered a lot lately. Obviously Alba, Frey on the right. And then I have to go back with, to me, my favorite pairing is Falcon and Allen. I think in the beginning, or for most of the season, they've showed more than any other pairing of center backs. So I think you just have to trot them out there and let's hope for the best, you know.
You said Rocco at goal. And
then Rocco at goal, like I said earlier. Yeah, Rocco at goal. So that's my 11.
I don't hate that center back pairing. I'm a big fan of Toto Aviles. I just hate that he'll make that 1 or 2 mistake that'll cost you the game. So because of that, I can't put him out there. But I wish he would avoid making those mistakes because I think he is really good. It's just for those 2 plays where he gets those 2 yellows, he'll cost us the game. But yes, I'm with you with the back line. With the double pivot, Busi and Rodrigo DePaul, up top. Messi and Suarez, Baltasar on the left. I think that Segovia coming in off the bench, I'm okay with that. That's a great player. Him and Bright coming off as subs. That's a nice. Now, on the right, though, I wouldn't put Allende. I would put Sveti. if anybody's watching the U20 World Cup
Yes.
and they see him and the way he's playing for Argentina right now, and I tell you, that guy, we have a chance of bringing that guy on the team, you'd get really excited. Well, guess what? You don't have a chance. He's literally on our team. We've just only been able to see him very few times. But if he can keep that run going and go, and all of a sudden you have him on the right, Baltasar on the left, Messi and Suarez with Busi and Rodrigo de Paul behind them, I'm sorry. I think that this team, for all the things everybody's saying that they doubt this team, I don't doubt this team. I think this team can get that last trophy and salvage this season.
Baltasar and Sibeti are the injection of youth that you need in the attack. You know, Suarez and Messi are going to do their thing. They're not going to be ultra aggressive or anything like that. So those two are going to bring your youth, and I don't want to say pace because they're not super pacey guys, but they still bring an extra element of pace that we don't normally see. So yeah, I mean it's perfectly fine with me if you take Allende out. I like Allende's size at the end of the day. I like when he boxes out people. I like, honestly, the speed that he brings flying up the wing is very. It's nice to have sometimes, but Sibeti, if he could do that as well, 100%. I'm not opposed to that, you know.
I am with you 100%. I think that I think people are going to be really excited when they finally see that team, because I feel like we really haven't seen that team very much as of yet. So I'm looking forward to that. So we got the last game of the season, Nashville, this weekend, and I'm curious, is there a team that you hope to see in the first round, or is there a team that you're scared of seeing in the first round?
Scared? No, I'm actually not scared of any team. I think we match up very well with most. You know, if you look at the bottom half of the teams that we're probably going to be facing, it's probably something like Orlando, Nashville, NYCFC, and then one of the wild card teams, Chicago or Columbus. None of those really bring a lot of fear to me. If we want to put a team out there for the narrative, for the storyline and all that, give me Orlando, the rivalry, the Florida Derby, and just give it to me in the playoffs and let's take care of business. They've embarrassed us. What is it, twice this season? We beat them once, and when it counted, really. But yeah, man, give them to me in the playoffs. Let's embarrass them, in my opinion, and let's get to work. That's who I want, to be honest. When you look at this list,
let me see if they have. No, they don't have a bracket on here. Oh, that's why.
I was looking for a bracket. I didn't see one.
Oh, I think I found it, but they don't have the teams in there
yet.
Okay. So going back to the standings. So at the moment, we would be playing against Nashville. So we would play against Nashville. I feel okay against Nashville. Like, looking at the bottom 4 or 5 technically teams, I think the team I would feel the most comfortable playing is probably an NYCFC, a Nashville, maybe even a Columbus. I think Orlando and Chicago, although I still think we could win a series like that, I think that those teams would probably give us the most issues.
Yeah.
But you know what the funny thing
Chris.
is?
Oh,
you know what the funny? Yeah, I'm finally back. Hopefully it maintains decently. The funny thing is, a lot of people want Nashville. Like, you guys don't understand that Honey Mustard and you know, Sam Porridge can be able to destroy the back line in a matter of seconds. And the worst part is that Orlando, we're here like we don't want to play Orlando. Orlando is chomping at the bit to want to play us. I mean, how great would it be for them to be able to say we knocked out Inter Miami from playoff contention right before Messi decides to just call it quits?
I want to shut that narrative down, though. That's why I want to play them. I'm tired
Really?
of that stupid narrative. Yeah, man, I'm tired of that crap. We have Messi, we have Suarez, we have, on paper, we have one of the best teams in the league.
We need to destroy them.
I want to destroy Orlando completely, and I think we can.
1000%.
I think we can. And it honestly, it goes back to Mascherano. It goes back to Mascherano, what kind of game he calls against them, because we've seen him call some piss poor games. But I want to shut that narrative down.
Yeah, look, I'm all for going at Orlando. Just much like you, I would love to play against them. I don't think that they can beat us. But if we're literally just looking for the path of least resistance, I definitely think it might be Nashville. But I'm okay with any outcome also. All right, so it comes down to this: MLS Cup or bust. I present, Chris, you this scenario. We win the MLS Cup, but that guarantees you another 12 months with Mascherano as your manager.
Don't do that to me.
So, and I'm telling you, because I feel pretty confident in saying this, if he wins the MLS Cup, you're signing up for another 12 months of Mascherano, which basically says you're not winning any trophies next year either, unless it's the MLS Cup again next year. So, do you sign on for MLS Cup with Mascherano 12 months later?
Oh man, that's a rough one. But if we have the MLS Cup in hand, I'm going to take the MLS Cup.
Okay.
Next year, there's no telling. There's no telling who else they bring in. There's no telling who else Messi wants
Just
to
Neymar.
be.
Even
Well,
less
yeah, exactly.
defense.
Yeah, exactly. Less defense. What manager are they going to bring in next season? Another one of Messi's buddies or whatever it looks like. I mean, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. So if we have the MLS Cup in front of me, I'm going to take the MLS Cup. Messi gets his trophy finally. This team finishes what was a season that just didn't live up to its expectation. At least we finish it on a bright note. And hey, we get 12 months of Mascherano.
I don't know. I remember in the summer, everybody saying that the season was a success because we beat Porto. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
But people were so hyped about the Porto win that all of a sudden it became a success just because we beat Porto.
Yeah.
KBD, I tell you, MLS Cup, but you get sign on to Mascherano for 12 more months. And chat, go ahead and jump in also. And chat, while you're at it, we got 15 likes. You got over 100 people in here. Come on now. Go ahead, Chris. Oh, he still can't speak. All right. We'll just keep you down there just to be a figurehead.
I am literally locked in. I'm so sorry. This internet, somebody came in and just destroyed my computer. My daughter played Roblox on it and forget about it. It's over.
Oh, that's it. You can't play Roblox. Guaranteed STD for your computer. So, yes or no, Chris? 12 months of Mascherano, but you get the MLS Cup. Just can't even give me the yes or no. Nope.
Yes or no.
So
I can't even. I'm like 10 business days behind.
all right, let's see real quick. Yamila said that she would take it. Alex would not take it. Chris doing his best impression of Peter Dinklage. I don't know who that is.
The short guy from
that's
Game of
not
Thrones.
nice, Mike V. That's not nice, Mike V. What are we doing?
I wouldn't have read that if I would have known that. MLS Cup with Mascherano. Okay. Now, do you think it's fair to think that Mascherano is going to grow into this position? Now, the reason I didn't want Mascherano to begin with is because I felt like rookie coaches make rookie mistakes. And I felt like this is a win now team. So we need somebody that has experience and is ready to win now. Now that he has a full year under his belt, if we win the MLS Cup, I think there's a chance. I'm not going to say it with my chest out with full confidence, but I think that there is a chance that maybe he will improve and do better next year because he now has a full year of experience. If he stays on next year, do you have any hope that he'll improve?
So I was actually going to ask you that question. Where has he improved this season? Do we think he's actually learned anything this season? I've seen, in my opinion, I've seen the same mistakes over and over again. He hasn't really found his best starting 11. Seems like he's still very confused. He's been confused all 34 games plus all tournaments that we played. So I don't think he's learned his lesson. I don't think we're going to see that much of an improvement next season. I think he's very set in his way. He wants to coach his team a certain way that it may not work in the MLS, in my opinion, but I haven't seen him grow yet. Yeah.
I think one of the reasons I think that it's a possibility that he might improve is because, for example, he started subbing out Boosie in the 60th minute. Mm-hmm. He doesn't sub anybody out. All of a sudden, he's at least doing that. Now, I know that that's not much. I know Messi and Suarez are still running out the 90 minutes, but I've seen that. I saw him run a 4-3-3 and change it to a 3 in the back, and he kind of was tweaking things when some of the players were out, whether it be yellow card accumulation or injuries. And look, this is me trying to be utterly optimistic because I am not a fan of Mascherano. I didn't like when we hired him. I wanted to keep Tata, but trying to be positive and knowing that he'll probably be here if we win the MLS Cup, and me thinking that we still have a chance to win it, I'm trying to be positive. And maybe, maybe he can do something positive moving forward. If he leaves, who else would come? Everybody keeps saying Xavi, but I don't know if Xavi wants to come here.
I'm of the opinion that you need someone with, and it's hard to have, we have Messi on the team and all that, but you need someone with MLS experience. We need someone with who knows how to really guide the team through all the MLS, the long travels, specific way that MLS teams play, very physical. You need someone that knows that. You need someone that's from this system. But with Messi in here, maybe we don't get something like that. That's the hard part.
But that's why I always thought that Tata had the perfect resume for this team. He had the MLS experience. He had international experience. He had a big club experience. He had coached all these players in the past. Like, it's impossible. I don't think there's anybody in this world, and I'm literally in this world, that has a better resume for this job than Tata Martino.
Yeah, it's true.
It's crazy.
It's true, yeah. And I think the whole Messi experience and all that stuff kind of got in the way of his real tactics and how he wanted to coach his team at times, which sucks because he has experience coaching Messi as well. But looking back, hindsight's 2020. But looking back, yeah, I wish Tata was still here too.
Yeah, the only person that I can think of that is a possibility, even though I don't know how they would do about him coaching, Patrick Vieira. Mm-hmm. He has MLS experience. He had NYCFC playing very well. And he has experience now coaching overseas. He hasn't been extremely successful, but I think that, that's another name, even though I think I don't know how he's doing where he's at right now. I know he was available when we got Mascherano, though, and that's who I thought we might get.
Yeah.
All right. KBD, do you want to Zidane isn't coming here. Do you want to try to get a word or two in, or let's say, are you done? Are you cooked, as you would say?
I want to say Reaper is absolutely terrible. My internet has been completely awful, and I have been completely useless this entire episode. Agreed. Anybody that's in the chat, if you guys know how to clean computers, please hit me up like on Twitter or something, because my computer is completely cooked at this point.
Yeah, I don't disagree. All right. Now, this is something that Chris usually does, but I'll take the reins right now. Chris, since this is the first time you jump on the show, we're going to throw some meat on your face, and we're going to have you answer a couple questions, okay? Right. Now, the chat will judge you based on your questions, so please make sure that you take these very seriously because, again, you will be judged. So here, let me throw some meat on your face. You got the meat and the toast. Give us a number for the meat, a number for the toast.
Meat is 1. Toast is, let's do a 3.
Wow, a 1.
Yeah.
A good vet could still save that cow's life.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Bloodier the better, man. That's right.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, number 1.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Diagonal or straight north to south?
So for this one, does it have to be the exact sandwich that's on the screen? Very important question.
Does it have to be the same I mean, I guess not. Why? It depends on the sandwich for you?
If it's a grilled cheese, it has to be triangles. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then any other way, north-south?
Yeah, definitely. But grilled cheese has to be triangles, yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. I think that's the first time we hear that answer. Shout out to Xavier Pennies. The Heron Heads were, so make sure that you vote for them. Or you could write in. I don't know if write-in ballots are allowed for the MLS awards. But no, we were not nominated. So let me move on here. When you go to Publix or a grocery store, do you push your cart like a normal human being, or do you pull it like a hobo like Chris does?
I was about to ask who pulls the cart, but I guess that's
there you go.
Yeah, I definitely push it.
I do,
Yeah,
Chris.
okay,
I do.
Yeah.
It's the Chris
All
with
right.
the K thing again, man.
Yeah. Now, all right, and this is probably the most crucial of all questions. Are you prepared for this question?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh,
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
dang. I'm gonna have to go with NSYNC because Justin Timberlake, he's the man.
Oh.
He's the man. Yeah.
Let's go.
But you see, Chris, or Mr. K, Chris, you see what he did there? Why did he pick NSYNC? The same. I tell him all the time. If somebody picks NSYNC, it's not because of NSYNC. It's because of Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, for sure.
Backstreet Boys as a group, I think.
Yes, he did the Justin Timberlake deal.
All right. Yeah, I told you. I told you. All right. Well, Chris with the CH, it was our pleasure to have you on the show. We appreciate you taking the time to join us. Please let everybody know where they could find you and all that other good stuff.
Appreciate you guys. Find us at the Heron Heads on all socials. We're on every single platform and on YouTube. Also at the Heron Heads. We're on there. We're on Wednesdays and Saturdays. We're live usually after games, and once in a while as a pregame show. So check it out. You won't be disappointed. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And Mr. KBD, let me give you the big screen now. Any final words? Oh, geez, this is terrible.
I've
It's
been
terrible.
useless.
You are,
All show.
and you are absolutely useless.
All
You know
show.
what?
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
But honestly, this might be the most contribution you've given to the show in a long time. So I appreciate you, Chris. All right. And that's it. If you haven't already liked the episode, please like the episode. Battered MLS fans. So Fabian, he does his yearly award thing.
Now my
and
connection is better.
Yeah, and now he does the whole best team specific. Now he did add us and nominate us for the best MLS show. We do the Battered MLS fans. So if you haven't already, go to Fabian's page and go ahead and for the best MLS show, go ahead vote for Battered MLS fans. We saw that Cincinnati, because I guess the people that do the MLS show over there, they do this MLS show, but they also do a Cincinnati show, and they've been getting a lot of Cincinnati votes because I went and every single person that wrote them has a Cincinnati jersey and the little picture thing. So a profile picture or whatever. So Cincinnati's beating Miami is what I'm telling you. So go ahead, vote for Battered MLS fans. And we will be on with Battered MLS fans in a couple minutes. So go ahead, go to that channel and catch Battered MLS fans. We're going to be talking about MVP and we're going to have some guests on because honestly, if people watch that show and they see me and Chris saying that Messi is the MVP, they're going to roll their eyes and be like, oh, of course. So we got some guests. We got Fabian joining us. We have Eric from LAFC. And, we're going to talk a little MLS MVP. So make sure that you join us in a couple minutes. Again, Chris with a C, appreciate you. Chris with a K, I hate you. And if you're listening on audio, appreciate you listening. Please leave us 5 stars, a comment, review, all that good stuff. If you watch on YouTube, please hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for those of you in the chat, you guys are the best part of the show. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us for the last 43 minutes. Now I know how Danny doesn't get pissed. What? Chris pisses me off all the time. All the time. All right. And we do appreciate you guys. And we'll be back. I don't know if tomorrow or Wednesday, but we'll be back at some point this week. So again, much appreciated. And until the next one, have a good one.